everyone. Finally, we are on to Power BI project. We are looking on a practical application, building a full-fledged project over here. First of all, I'll tell you about the data set I am using. Alright. So I'll go to my transform data. I've already loaded my data set. There's a CSV file called as DMART data. Right. So DMART also has an online option so that consumers can use those. The data is regarding that all the customer details, the product that they have brought, the order that they have placed, everything around from their age, gender, which product, what was the MRP, what was the discount, everything. See, lots of columns are there. What we'll try to do is we'll try to data engineer some of these columns. For example, let's take this customer age. We are selecting this customer age as our column. What we can do is we can go to our add column tab. We can click on this conditional column and we can add in a condition. We can create a new column out of this, right? What is the new column? I'll call that new column as my age group, and I'll say if my column name, that is customer age, is greater than equal to, let's say 40, the output would be old, right? That is old age group. I'll add another condition. I'll select again customer age is greater than or equal to, let's say 30. So I can rather take 50 for old. 40 is a bit low, I guess. Above 50 is old. Above 30, I'll call them adults. And finally, else I'll call other people what? Young. And then I'll press OK. New column has been added at the last, that is age group. The data type, as you can see, is ABC123, which is wrong. So what I'll do is I'll go to this transform tab, and then this detect data type as an option. I'll just click on that. Right? Super ABC. Now that's a string. Alright. Let's try to data engineer some other columns as well. Alright, we can select this total order value as our next column to data engineer. As you can see, total order value is basically integers, right? But then to this ABC is getting detected as its data type. Why? Can you see this cancelled written? Right? So if people are cancelling their order, this integer is getting converted to string. That's why Power BI is detecting it as string. So what I'll do is I'll just go and I'll select this replace values, and in this replace values I'll find this cancelled and I'll replace just. Before doing that, what I can do is I can make duplicate of this column. So I have the original column right besides it, and then I'll replace value of this duplicate columns. I'll say that whatever that was cancelled should get replaced with 0. Okay. And another thing, there is also one more thing called as returned. So I'll again press replace values and I'll take returned and replace it with 0 again. Right. Again I'll select on this detect data type. As it is now, all the numbers are there, right? 1.2 float, it is getting detected automatically. Superb. Some data transformation I have done from my query editor. I'll go to this home tab and select this close and apply. It's too important to press this close and apply, because until and unless you are not pressing that, all the changes that you have done onto your query editor won't get reflected to your desktop, right? Please remember that. Okay. So we are here. We can see this data pane having all the fields. I can also, expand my visualizations pane. The first thing I'll do is I'll select on this format page, and in canvas background I can change its color. So as it's DMART, I'll select a bit greenish color. Let's see. I'll make sure that it is a bit light-ish color. Alright. So this is the color code that I'll be again using, right? This is important. We can come back to this. After changing the background color, I can insert what? I can insert an image, for example, right? In this image, I have already downloaded an image of this DMART DMART logo, right? So I'll just add that DMART logo to my canvas. Superb. Alright, looking amazing. Another thing that I can insert is what? A text box. In this text box, I can write that this is my sales dashboard. So we are creating a dashboard. Instead of a report, what we are doing is we are creating a dashboard. But I expect whenever you are starting to create like the project that we are doing right now, right? So don't stop at a dashboard. Don't stop at just one page. Rather, take advantage of multiple pages and take this project as your first inspiration. That's the first step that I'm just pushing you towards your own project. Right? There should be your personal creativity as well. So I'll change this font type, font color. I'll make it whitish in color. I can change the font type and I'll keep it DIN and its size as well. Alright. I'll make sure that is aligned with our logo. Alright, superb. We'll align it in a central way, and then in the background, that is in effects, I can go back here and I can add the same color that was in background. The white color is not visible. I'll try to change that font color. I can make it a bit darkish green in color. Let's see. Alright, superb. Okay, after this, what we can do is, we can go ahead and we have our image and we have our text as well. Now we can go ahead, we can add some visualizations. For example, I'll click on this card first. Alright, I'll make sure the logo is visible. Alright, superb. In this card, I'll select some field. So I'll go ahead and the one that I've added, that is total order value copy, the duplicated column. I'll select that. And I can choose the sum of the total order value, so we can get what, how many rupees of orders have been placed. 16.95 million. That's super value, right? We can go ahead and we can edit this. So I generally I just turn off this category label, and in general I'll turn on this title, right? That's just my personal preference. You can use either ways. I'll write down that is the total order value. Alright, I'll align it in a central way, and I can also change its color again. So I'll change its color. So I'll keep the same green color. Alright. In effects, I'll increase the transparency to full, and in my title, I'll add some background color to it. This background color can be anything. Okay. So I'll give it green color and I'll change the font color again. So you can basically do whatever that you want to do according to your specific creative preference, right? So in creativity, there is no actual right answer. You just go around and you just give whatever that is best for clients, right? And I'll also change the call out value now. So this was all regarding title. In my call out value, I can go ahead. First of all, I'll decrease the font size a bit. So I'll make it 25, right? And let's keep it this way. And we can also add in effects. It's visual border and shadow, right? So that's my first card. So if it is looking like it's too small, don't worry, because this is on 60% zoom level. Actual the user will be seeing is this 100%. So this is not small. Understand that, alright? I'm just keeping it small for now. Now it's very easy. What I can do is I can just copy paste this and I can align it ahead. I'll again paste this and again ahead. Again I'll paste this, again I'll align it ahead. So I am adding around 4 cards. You can go around and you can select whatever the amount of cards you need. Now instead of total order value, I can go ahead and there is a column called as rating. So I'll search rating and I'll select this rating, right? Now I don't want sum of rating, right? No one does this sum of rating. I'll rather take what? Average of rating. So 3 stars is average rating. So there is an issue. We need to increase that rating to, so it is out of 5, right? And we'll again go and we'll change the title and we'll just rename, instead of a total order value, we'll say average customer rating. Superb. Another thing we can add instead of total bill is what is the average discount I am giving. So I'll take this discount price and again I'll go ahead, instead of sum I'll select what? Average discount that I'm giving to each customer, right? Again I'll go to my title in general, instead of total order value I'll say average discount price. I mean, how easy this is, so simple, right? Alright, we'll go ahead and we can also take, for example, how many orders have been placed exactly. We need to know that number. So what we can do is, we have something called as order ID. That's the primary key for what? Orders. So we'll take order ID and instead of sum, again it's doing sum, that's the, it's doing count only. Super. So it's already count. So count is good for me. What I can do is I can also select distinct count, right? It's the same. Why? Primary key. Total order value, I can go ahead and again I can go and change its title and say, instead of total order value, I'll say total order placed. There are this decimal of no use. I can remove those decimal as well. So I'll go to visual, in callout value, I can set the decimal places to 0. Alright, super. That's all the cards that I need, right? You can go ahead and you can add much more details are there, right? Lots of fields are there. There is so much to look for, right? There's MRP that you can analyze, right? The ratio of gender you can analyze. There's so much things that you can do. But for now, I'll stop for the cards over here, right? And later on, I'll add some another charts. So first chart that I'll be adding is the stacked bar chart. Alright. In this stacked bar chart, what I'll take is two things. First is MRP. So I'll take sum of MRP, right? And I'll take sum of discount as well. So I'm taking discount and MRP together, right? Based on what though? Based on age group. See, I'm getting this chart, right? So this is at one place you can see sum of MRP and at another place you are seeing sum of discount as well, right? We can go ahead and we can again format this thing. So in bars, first of all, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and in this sum of MRP I'll select, instead of blue, again I'll give it some greenish color. So I'm following a theme, right? If you don't want to follow any theme, what you can do is, you always have this view thing. In this view, there is automatic templates been created. Your themes are already pre-built, right? You can just go ahead and select that. I'm just making my own custom theme now for DMart, of course. I'll give some another dark green color, which is easily identifiable, right? Later on, in my title, I can go ahead and I can do the same title that I have done over here. So I've changed the text color to white and I've changed the background color to this green. And I can also align it in the center, right? I don't want this age group and sum of MRP that is coming. Okay? As you can see, this age group and sum of MRP, I don't want that. So what I can do is, in my format visuals, I can go to this y-axis and I can turn off this title. So it's gone, right? And again in x-axis, I'll turn off its title and it's gone again. Alright, amazing. Now what we can do is, in general, in effects, I'd like to add a visual border and shadow to it again. And let's see if the transparency is 100%. Is it looking good? Yeah, I guess. Alright. So this is the first chart that we have added. Right, so easy. We can go ahead and we can align it properly. Alright, super. I'll copy paste the same chart. I'll put it down. Copy paste the same chart. Put it aside. Again. So a lot of space, right? Okay, now all the charts have been aligned. Now I can start changing the charts that I have made. So the first of all, So this chart is already been done. The next chart that we can create is, let's say for here, instead of this stacked bar chart, I'll select on this donut chart, right? And instead of age group, I am taking, let's see, what all fields can we do? And now I can go ahead and I can add something called a ship mode is there. What was the shipping mode, right? Okay, I'll make sure that the green colors are there. I can take my order ID again. Alright, I'll remove this discount price. So now I'm counting what was the, so I can change the title as well. Count of, alright, Power BI is so smart. Count of order ID by ship modes, right? So as we can see, this blue color is coming a lot. That is free shipping. Everyone likes it. You love it. Priority and Express Plus are little bit less. We can go ahead and we can change this coloring as well. So let's go back to our greenish coloring, right? So we'll select the dark green first and then we'll start going a bit lighter from that. Making sure that each green color is different in shade so that user has no problem understanding, right, which color means what, right? If you are unable to, it's not compulsory that you are only going for this greenish shade. You can use another colors as well. That is your personal choice. So don't worry about that. Then there is this legend. So I'll keep that legend as it is. I don't want to do anything to that. Rather, in my visual, in my detail labels, I'll just say don't give me the data value, just give me the percent of total, right? So we can see that 56% is from shipping, is from free shipping, right? So 56%, so more than half of the orders that are coming in DMart are for what? Free shipping. Alright, super, we have created another chart, we'll just create another one. Over here we'll select a line chart now. In this line chart, instead of age group, let's take something another. So we'll take the column that we have engineered, that is total order value, right? And in x-axis, so we'll remove the sum of MRP and discount price. And in our x-axis, instead of age group, so it's a line chart, right? So I'll go for the date time. And in this, what I'll do is, I'll select years and I can select months, right? This is a basic line chart that is just showing what? Month-wise sales, total order values that are happening. Again, we can go back. We can select, let's say, these lines, and over here we can select its color not to be blue, rather to be green. Super, that's done. So simple. After that, we can go ahead and we can add, instead of, now I'll select pie chart. Now again, I'll remove the sum of MRP and I can take another thing. So we have something called as total time or time spent on our website. So how much time are people taking to place an order on DMart, right? And we'll let's compare it with age group. Let's see which age is able to order faster and which is taking a lot of time, and who is spending the most amount of time on our websites. Apparently old and adult are spending a lot of time compared to young. How are old spending a lot of time? Around 40%. Okay, we'll try to understand that as well. I'll go ahead and I'll change these colors again. Alright, and again I'll say what? In detail labels, I just want what? Percentage, that's it. Okay, so a lot of time that is getting spent by the old age group, which was a bit surprising, right? How are old people spending a lot of time on our website? Old people are not techie, so why might be that old people require a lot of time to place an order. It's a bit tougher for them to place an order compared to the younger group, because for example, if we go on Zomato, we go on Zepto, we try to complete our purchase order a bit faster comparatively to our old age group, but it is just my speculation, right? I don't know, just my speculation. All right, we can go ahead and we can change this chart now to a map chart. Let's select field map and let's try to see what all different states are saying. So we'll go to states, we'll select state. So these are all the states that DMart Ready is working on, right? There's Maharashtra, Gujarat, and we can go ahead and we can add in the coloring as well. So in coloring, okay, in tooltips there is sum of MRP and sum of discount. Instead of that, I'll add sum of total order value. Okay, so whenever I go to that state, I specifically, let me again select it properly. In my tooltips, I'll add total order value. Now if I go, I get exactly which state is giving me how much total order values. What I can do is in conditional formatting in fill colors, I'll select this conditional formatting, and instead of colors being only creative aspect, I'll give it some logical aspect as well. So in gradient, what I'll say is go in DMart data and go and specifically look for this total order value, right? If the lowest value is there, you go give it a reddish color, and if it is higher value, give it a greenish color, and in middle I can add a yellowish color, and I'll press OK. So now each state is getting color. Maharashtra is greenish in color, so DMart is working properly in Maharashtra. But as you can see in Telangana, it's not so, it's reddish in color, right? So we can understand now easily that which specific area or state is actually giving us a lot of profit. Okay, super. Now we can go ahead and we can change this final chart. So what I'll do is a tree map, and in this tree map what I'll do is I'll take gender now. Instead of age group, I can take gender, and I won't check for sum of MRP and sum of discount price. Rather I can check for is, let's say I'll take order IDs again, and I'll take count of those order IDs, right? I'll go ahead, I'll change its color as well, male and female, right? So now we know that male are a bit higher comparatively to female, but not that higher in terms of placing orders on DMart. But males preferably, by our data, our understanding is that males are using DMart Ready more comparative. We can go ahead and we can add in slicers. So let's go ahead and search for slicers. So this is the slicer. I'll go ahead and add that slicer. In this slicer, what I can add is, so there is this payment method, right? Cancelled, COD, credit, debit, net banking, all these options are there. What I can do is in my slicer settings, I can go, instead of vertical list, I'll select a drop down and I'll keep it over here. I can collapse this filters pane and I can edit now my slicer. Acha, first I'll edit this a bit. So in my payment method now, I can go ahead and I can again go and change say for example the way that it is looking. So I can go ahead and I can in effects again add in the visual border and the shadow, and in my slicer header I can go ahead again change its font color to white and give its background color to be green. Right. Okay, super. Similarly, I can add the same thing, this payment method. I'll add one more slicer, but instead of payment method now, okay, let me make sure the space is properly aligned so that I can add in more slicers as well. We'll add another one. So what we'll do is, in our date hierarchy, instead of payment method, I'll select only the years, right? But there are only 3 years. So instead of drop down, I'll select tiles, right? And now I'll remove the title as well, or the slicer header as well. So now these are basically what? Buttons for me. I can go ahead and I can also remove its background. So let's go and remove its background. Effects, and I'll remove its background. That I'll make it completely transparent. Okay. So now I have these buttons, right? And I can go ahead and remove its effects, that is border and shadow. I don't require that. So now these are basic buttons for me, right? I'll copy and paste this again. Again I can add in some buttons. I'll drag it up. Alright, superb. Instead of ears, now what we can take is, another thing to add is, there is a subscription in DMart as well. So we'll add that subscription, that is free pass, premium or premium plus, what type of customer that is. And superb, how much time did it take to create a single dashboard? We can create, get lots of information. Let's try to play around with this, right? So this is our basic DMart sales dashboard. I can also, align it properly a bit. I can align that. I can, if I'm properly aligning, I can add in more charts as well. Right? There is so much of space that I could use more. But now for now, I have this total orders that the value has been placed. The sum of total order value, average customer ratings, discount price, order placed, MRP versus sum of discount, count of orders by shipping mode, a line chart of how the values are going, a pie chart of how much time each age group is spending, count of orders by genders, and state-wise order values. So I can go ahead and say, for example, I want to analyze for the latest year, that is 2023. I can select this 2023 and look that now the whole dashboard has been updated, right? And in my payment status, I'll only select UPI payment. So now I have total 1200 orders placed by UPI in 2023. Again, the best state is not Maharashtra, rather Andhra Pradesh, right? And average customer is again to 3.06. The orders that are getting, so by year month that we are seeing, it's it's not decreasing. The trend is not decreasing, but it's not increasing as well. There's constant up down. And age group, again old is again coming first, male is also coming at higher proportion, free is again at higher proportion, so everything else is same. I can select only for premium plus customers, right? My most valuable customers. So in premium plus there are only 137 customers, and I can specifically go and select this male as well, right? If I want to analyze only the males, and now the whole charts is again, you can see it has changed. So it's so much information on single dashboard. I can go up to hours and hours explaining this dashboard and understanding exactly how the data is behaving. Isn't that what a businessman needs to take decisions? By sitting in a room, looking at a laptop, understanding the whole business process, right, in just a click, right? Superb, you have done that, you have achieved that. All right, thank you so much.
To know more about IT Vedant, visit our website